What's up everybody, Jason from Jason's Exotic Reptiles. Today I'm going to do a video that's a little bit different than the typical topics that I do, talking about educational type of stuff, and let's have a little bit of fun with today's video. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of format. Again, a little bit different than the usual, so let's get right into it. We're going to talk about the different type of reptile keepers. So I'm sure if you guys are on social media, you've seen all different type of people and interactions that people comment on your Facebook posts or on your Facebook groups and all over the place. And I've categorized them into 5 different types of keepers. So these keepers, again, I don't want to offend anybody. Not everybody fits perfectly into these categories, but I find them to be pretty true categories for the most part. And again, I don't want to offend you. I'm not trying to get anybody's panties in a bunch, but let's run right into them. So number 1, the first type of reptile keeper out there is what I'll call the self-proclaimed genetic expert. Now, these people usually have some type of a college background. They're not dumb people. They're usually educated. They're not the most educated. They're not going to be the doctors and people who have doctorate degrees. Some of them may have doctorate degrees, but it's usually a college education with some type of a blue collar, like upper blue collar to white collar job. So this is going to be like your managers, your vet techs, you know, kind of high-end people, usually dealing with money type of stuff like that. And I'm not making this stuff up. It's just what I've seen, and it does seem to be true overall. So these people are the ones who are the first to make comments on any one of your posts. They're the ones who are trying to, they never comment anything good. So they're never going to respond to helpful posts. There are rarely, I should say they will rarely comment to help people on helpful posts. And if they do, it's usually to prove their knowledge. It's not necessarily to help them. It's to flex their muscles and show how much they know, how much more they know than somebody else. So the comments can be helpful. I'm not saying these are bad people, but they're certainly not commenting just because they want to educate. They're commenting to show like, hey, look how much I know. It's usually related to genetics, different types of subspecies, different types of morphs and combos and stuff like that. They want to show off how much they know. I see it almost as like overcompensating for things that they lack in life. Again, not everybody, don't get your panties in a bunch, but for the most part, that seems to be a trend. I see a lot of these guys out there on Facebook, and again, they never comment anything nice. It's always trying to put somebody down or trying to educate somebody in some type of a way that makes them look good and boost them on a pedestal. So that's the number 1 person. I don't necessarily love them. I don't necessarily hate them. They're kind of in like my neutral to I don't like you category on the social media. The next type of person is the know-it-all. So we all know this person. These are the people who, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you're wrong, they know they're right. They're usually people who are trying to bash others and put others down. They never have anything nice to say. Their comments can be constructive, but it's not really based on a lot of science and background or history. It's usually based because they're newer keepers. They might be younger keepers, a little bit less inexperienced, and or a little more inexperienced. And these are the people, again, they're trying to kind of flex their muscles and overcompensate for their lack of knowledge by trying to put others down and trying to put themselves up on that pedestal. In terms of like education, they may have some college education, but for the most part, they're going to be your like blue collar workers, but they're not going to be the typical blue collar workers. They're going to work someplace fancy. They're going to do like a Starbucks or something like that, a boutique coffee shop, I don't know, a Build-A-Bear, or they might be like the Petco employees. Again, not bashing Petco employees. It just seems to fall into this trend that these people are in a habit of educating. They want to educate, but they don't know how to do it in a constructive fashion. They're always just trying to like bash and jump on top of each other to boost themselves and their own confidence and their own status in the reptile world. Eventually they may transition into something cool, but right now they're in this like weird transition phase where they're trying to prove that they know more than everybody else. So that's the know-it-all. The third type of keeper, now we like this third type of keeper. Everybody likes this third type of keeper. I'm going to call them the lovers. So these are the people are the first ones to comment on your post, give you the thumbs up, give you the little heart symbol because they love it so much. They'll share your post. They're super supportive of anything you do, anything that others do. They speak on what they know. They kind of usually stay in the background. Their comments aren't so much to educate, they're more to support. I mean, who doesn't like that? Everybody likes these people. So they're just kind of there in the background. They like reptiles. They like keeping them. They know their status in the world. They're not trying to overcompensate. They know they don't know anything. They know they don't know everything, but they still want to help in certain times. So occasionally you'll get like a little constructive comment out of them, but for the most part, it's like the really positive type of stuff. Everybody likes these people. There's a lot of them out there, which is fantastic. I enjoy these people. So, and I think everybody else should. There's no reason why you don't like a lover. So that's kind of like the third category. The fourth category is the admins. So this is good or bad, but this specific admin I'm talking about is the one who just got their admin status. And they think that they're awesome because they have an admin. They're the almighty admin. They're like, they got their trident in their hand. They're ready to go. They're ready to prove people wrong. They're all over Facebook. They are just blasting comments left and right. They're growing their groups. They're promoting everybody. They're trying to flex their powers and like, I'll ban you if you do this. I'll delete your post if you do that. They're like overcompensating on every aspect in life. And their only thing that keeps them going in life is their status on social media. This one's going to get me crap, but it's true. It's and it's a lot of the times the admins go through this like 6 month to a 1 year peak where they're like on everything. They're the most annoying people ever, and then they realize that like that's not cool, and they settle down, and then they can go into some of these other categories. Sometimes they transition to the self-proclaimed genetics experts. Sometimes those self-proclaimed genetic experts or those know-it-alls transition to admins. And that's what makes them so annoying, because now they're like this person who has somewhat of a power or authority over a Facebook group. They think because the group has X amount of members, they're awesome, and they know it all because you have basically this book that you can show everybody. You have this this platform that you can expand and reach other people. Then you have all these people who go onto their groups and think they're amazing because this is the admin and they speak a lot. But in reality, they may not have a lot of stuff going on for them. They may not have a lot of reptiles. They may not have a lot of experience. They just happen to be the admin. Maybe they started a group. Maybe their friends started the group and they all joined. And they're the admin. And there's a lot of cool admins out there. So I'm not bashing every admin. I'm just saying, like, again, general category. Don't get mad at me. Then there's the fifth category, which I think everybody likes the fifth category. These are what I'm going to call just the hobbyist. So this could be the hobbyist keeper, the hobbyist breeder. I'm even going to say I'm putting myself in the hobbyist category. These people usually like to chime in on things they know. They stay out of things they don't. They might try to reference other people. They're usually going to tag people that they know more than them. They know their limitations. They're not afraid to admit that they're wrong. Very different than the know-it-all reptile keeper, number 2, which is like, I know everything and you're wrong, and no matter what you say or what you prove, they're wrong. The know-it-alls, I'm going to go back to them. They also usually post a whole bunch of references. They're going to give you the feeding charts. They're going to give you the book references. They give you everything because they know it all. And here's where they got it from, because they read it somewhere. So the hobbyists are the ones who usually tag others. They don't know it all. They know a little bit. They help others. They're very helpful, and they know their limits. They know their bounds. And again, I'm going to selfishly put myself in the hobbyist category because I think it's the coolest category. And that's the category that I feel like I'm in. I enjoy reptiles. I enjoy keeping them. I hold snakes in videos because I want to hold them. I enjoy interacting with them. And this is a 10, 20-minute segment that I can hold a reptile. Maybe multiples if I hold before the videos or whatever it may be. So again, we're just excited about reptiles. We like them. We don't really care what other people think of us. It's just, I'm doing my own thing. I like reptiles. I'm going to keep them. I'll help you out if you want to listen. I don't care if you don't listen. And I think the majority of reptile keepers usually fall into the hobbyist or the lovers. But there's always those select few, those ones that I don't know. I was going to say you can't stand, but sometimes you need them. Sometimes they can help you through those pieces that you really need help. So you got to have a little respect for all of these people because they're all trying to promote the hobby. They're all trying to do good things for us. They're just in their own little ways. So with that, that's kind of the 5 type of reptile keepers that I consider keepers in the reptile hobby. There's obviously more. We could break them down into subcategories, and people overlap sometimes, including myself. I'll overlap, but again, when I don't know it all, I usually try to keep my mouth shut. If I do know something, I'll speak up. I want to help people. I want people to know, but I'm not saying my way is the only way, and I think anybody who's watched my channel knows that. So Those, in my opinion, are the different types of reptile keepers in the reptile hobby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to do all different kinds of videos coming up. I have a whole bunch of them that I'm ready to do, from taming to all different other stuff that I can't think of right now because I'm doing this on the fly. But again, hope you guys like these videos. Please give me the thumbs up, like, subscribe, share the videos. If you share the videos, it shares the channel. The channel grows. I get more cool topics to show to you guys. So again, appreciate the follows, appreciate all the support. Thank you very much, guys.